Okay.
But not too much.
I should be on now after all the fiddling with it. You shouldn't be able to hear anything just yet. We should be able to see. Alright, so let me reopen the window. And now you should be able to hear the music. How's the volume? Alright. So it's been a while. So last time what happens, we got caught by, I believe it was called the Leviathan. And found out, oh holy crud, we're Revan. Whoops-a-doodles, we apparently got brain wiped by the Jedi Council. So we're on Korriban to find the last of the star maps. Also, Bastila got kidnapped or something. I don't know. That was a joke. What we also have is that we've got a bunch of stuff we need to do when we finish, which I think we're actually going to do before we finish Korriban, because I vaguely remember I don't have enough light side points for what I want to do in Korriban, but so we've got this to go talk to the person. We have, that's not right. That's not right. Here. So we have to take Juhani somewhere to see if we can trigger Zor. Because the weird thing about the personal quests is that they kind of trigger when you come off of the ships, I believe? Some of them, anyway. For Joggy, we have to go to Tatooine. For Canderous. And this is something else we need to do. And that's it. So for the moment, we're gonna go see what we can do on Tatooine. As I try to remember how the controls work. As the game auto skips that. Okay. Okay, game. It's not frozen, so I think it's Come on. Okay, come on, game. It doesn't say it stopped responding. What is going on? This is a good sign, having a problem straight up the gate, isn't it? Come on. Okay. Oh, I can't... Ah! Aha! Well, I might have glitched it worse. I couldn't see the cutscene either. I had to tab in then back out to get it to work. I also can't see where anything is with this window up. Also, God, I hate this little mini game thing. It's so terrible. There. I should be able to dismiss that once I get proper control again. There we go. That was very odd. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but If that ever happens again, tabbing fixes it apparently. Alright, so where is... I forgot how to get off my own ship. Also, I forgot how to make it where it moves when I move the mouse without having to hold down right. Or I might never have done that. You can tell I don't remember things very well. Cander's got to level up. We'll just let him auto level up. So one thing I have learned is that I should be hard saving as much as possible, because apparently this game has a memory leak when it comes to quick saves. Hello? Yes, please shout it out in the middle of a crowded dock. That's a good idea. How did you even find this out? I forget what the exchange is. I just remember it's a big old huge thing. Technically, it's been way too long since I've done anything Star Wars, so which is pretty obvious, probably. Yeah, it's a galaxy-wide criminal syndicate. Thank you, Maverick. And the Sith didn't find that? Also, yes, the exchange even has sources in the Sith!
Dolpa da bongualeo. Ka chikun ita haudonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Tong abu sha umnina. Wanga kumbis.
Of course not, but there's no and what's the catch option, so.
Kavadumpa ku palia mukapa. Dolpa da bonguale ganduna gugu chut.
Interesting.
Tam Boragatong Tong Abu Sha Umnina.
So they literally want to do business with me so that they can get a little bit of fame, but also probably try to deal with Malak. I'm guessing more on the fame side. I vaguely remember that being way too expensive for us to actually make any good use of. But keep it in mind anyway. I'm going to check Johanny's equipment real quick. I find it funny that Canderous, who candidly has implants, can't actually equip implants. That just seems a little odd. You can have that. We're sure not ever going to be able to wear it, so let's make Canderous look silly by putting a Jedi thing on him. Tatooine is bright even in game. Let's see, we gotta go all the way out to find the dude who wanted to pick a fight with Canderous. Which doesn't seem like a smart idea to me. But, we'll find out, I suppose.
Hmm? Oh, good.
Alright, so the question is, where is this dude? Dune Seas of Tatooine. That's very descriptive, thank you, Joggy. Really, it's the most intricately specific, totally detailed thing in the world, isn't it? I think he's down here by the, one of the exits to this area. Oh, there's a corpse here. Apparently, the corpse already looted. Also, I don't know why it says cheat use. I don't remember using a cheat. Oh, right. I cheated in the purple lightsaber crystals because I wanted purple lightsabers. That was specifically what I did. But it's kind of odd they label it cheat use, but, it's a bunch of sand people. Why is there a bunch of sand people here? A bunch of non-hostile sand people, okay. I like corpses. They have stuff. That's probably a glitch. I don't think Joggy is there. Probably the Eastern Dune Sea, I'm thinking. That's where the crate dragon was. That's the best place I can think of. Do 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 do. Okay. Okay, seriously, where is this dude? Joggy. Joggy claims that Canderous had abandoned and betrayed his own men and seeks vengeance. He has called Canderous to deal with him in the Dune Seas of Tatooine, or be forever outcast in the eyes of fellow Mandalorians. I am suddenly wondering if he actually shows up in the first part of the Dune Sea, but, he didn't because we have Juhani. So he most likely didn't spawn because we've got Juhani with us. Interesting. Forgot about that. Alright, so let's go back. See if those sand people trigger properly. No, they're just gone. Okay. Luckily we can fix this. I think we can fix this. Southwest is over here. Oh no, the same people are just kind of randomly collected over there. I'm not seeing the dude. Oh, there they are. Alright. Let's get this show pony on the road and see if I can avoid being murdered horrifically. The thugs are here, he is not. What is going on here? I'll try going... It really can! It's a really, really old game! I don't know if the glitches were always in here or they just glitch on new systems, but it's an old game. This was, I believe, an original Xbox game, so... just go back in and come back out and see if that forces him to spawn. I might not have liked that I did the transit back, so... The good news is,
Good.
2 is less glitchy if you install the patches that fans made for it, which I'm going to. Mostly because 2 is an unfinished game and the patches restore a lot of the cut content. Yes, I know. Stop running me directly towards the enemies I'm trying to skirt around, thank you. I see the thugs! I still see no Mandalorian! I wonder if this is why we haven't done this yet, because I just could not get the dude to spawn. Because I don't know what else I need to do here. I showed you like 3 times. I literally got called here to fight Joggy, and he's not here. I'm wondering if I'm just repeating the same thing I did last stream and just forgot because it's been so long. Yeah, there's nothing here. I can't do anything. Talking to them does nothing. Alright, back to Korriban then, I guess. We talked to him about, us being Revan, and how happy he is about it. Don't tell me I gotta talk to him more to get that to trigger. It's right how clunky these controls were. I love this game, but...
I've been given a challenge I can't ignore. We've got to go to the dune seas of Tatooine, so I can find Joggy and kill him for his insult to me.
That might have actually been it. I wish there was some indication that I needed to do that, but this seems like it might be why he's not spawning.
This is between me and Joggy. You don't have to get involved. If you're lucky, he might spill something before I spread him in a paste over the dunes.
Maybe?
I've been given a... This is between...
Maybe not? Well, we'll go find out. I'll try just taking Canderous straight out then. I really should have picked up Force Speed or something.
Good.
I don't have much to say because this is just running around in circles. I'm still not seeing a Mandalorian out there! No, I'm thinking the reason it was still outstanding is because we could not get him to spawn. Now the game is stuck. There we go. Yeah, we got nothing. So I guess until I can, unless I can console finish that quest, we're just never talking to Canderous again.
My Cathar blood seethes at the thought of that man still running free. I cannot stand still while I think about it, but I will not give in to the dark side either. He will pay for his crimes, though. He will most likely be following us. Me. If we could find him first, then he may not be able to set in motion whatever he has in store for us.
Maybe it's part of that Juhani glitch you mentioned, where like if you get her personal quest without anyone else's, it completely screws up. I don't know. Whatever. Let's go back to Korriban. I got another of these stupid things. Oh my good god, these are so awful. Especially with how poorly this turns. Oh, it's incredibly off. The targeting on this thing is terrible. Just everything about that minigame is awful. That's why I don't like it. Where am I going? Over here. Let's stick with Juhani for now, since I want to try to trigger that, confrontation. That's a shame. I like the party members in this game. I wanted to help, but... Alright, so who is I supposed to talk to? Here. That's on Manon. Talk to the bartender in the cantina. And talk to someone named Lurze on Korriban. Got it. I honestly should have seen if there was like a patch or a mod or something that would have let me skip those entirely, because god, those are terrible. You? Oh, huh. I probably should have accepted. I thought you got dark side points for that, but apparently not. So yeah. You won't actually get this unlocked until you find out that you're Revan. They will always approach you, They won't approach you until you know that you're Revan, so. I'd like to get better armor, but it doesn't work well with force powers. Buy one of those just to be sure. Unfortunately, there's not really a lot we can get for ourselves because force powers. I am loading up on that though. Alright, oh. That's some med packs at least. So where were we here? We were trying to prove ourselves, I believe. What was going on here? Lush away is also who I need to talk to. I don't remember if we handled Dustil yet or not. Excuse me? I am very confused. Did we already finish Korriban? Oh, look who it is.
There she is. Get her, men. But remember, don't kill her.
I forgot my stasis field hits the whole group.
You seem to have defeated me. I have the last laugh in the end.
What do you mean?
You may have killed me today, but I had the pleasure of killing off your species. Not everyone who fought alongside the Mandalorians did it for their stupid concept of honor. Some of of us just did it for the pleasure. The pleasure of seeing your world burn.
You animal! You wretch!
But I'm beyond your petty vengeance now, girl. You can never have your revenge.
I will not give him the satisfaction of seeing me give in to the dark side.
Worm, I killed your people on Cather in the sky. On the ground, in their homes. I hunted them down like the animals they were. Just to see them burn. But the treacherous beasts fought back and left me with injuries that meant I could never fight again. Or so they thought.
No, I will not give it to him.
I ended up in the lower city of Taris, and what did I find? A few of those stinking beasts living there. The male was easy enough to best, but the females proved elusive. I didn't know what happened to them after I killed the male. Until I saw this cursed woman on the auction block. But then the Jedi came and ruined everything before I could have my revenge.
You killed my father. You killed my people. You treat us like animals. You deserve to die.
Give in and embrace your hate.
Are you a Sith?
Better than me. You're nothing.
Help me, please. Do not let me give in to my anger again. There is peace. No, I will not do this. He may die, but it will not be out of my vengeance.
You coward. You weak.
Yeah, he died more for me shoving my lightsaber down his throat. Which I'm okay with. And now we loot the bodies. So I have to check something here. First, let's talk to Juhani.
That man was a beast! A monster! I am glad that the galaxy is now rid of him so he may not harm others again. I do regret, though, that he did not die by my hand. I know. What must I always fear the lure of the dark side? It was for the best. I am glad that you stood by my side during this. We should continue our journeys now. No reason for staying here for this.
So I thought I saw something on the map, which... Kashyyyk. Oh, that must be Dantooine. And Korriban, Tatooine. Is Yavin where we're supposed to go? The one problem with picking the game up after so long. I remember nothing of what to do. No fighters this time. So we can't get back into the academy on Korriban. So we have to have been finished there. Unless there's some other way to get in the academy I don't know. No, this is not where I need to go. This is just some weird vendor thing. How do I get back? How do I get back into the academy? I'm just gonna reload because I don't want to have to deal with possibly Another stupid fighter attack. I don't understand. Yeah, okay, good. I did save it after that. Also, the pointer's a little floaty. I'm stuck. Okay. Apparently my party members sent out a huge force field around them. I don't know what to do anymore. My journals say I'm not done in the academy, but I can't actually get into the academy. I don't have the final Starforge thing, or I would have a way to get to the Starforge. Oh god, I'm so confused. I can't have... Because I still have a couple of Academy quests. Or maybe I did. Okay, no, apparently I did finish Korriban. So, okay, that makes sense, so I can't get into Korriban. Alright, so that's why I'm having trouble with Korriban. Where the heck am I supposed to go, then? Where have I not been? Have I not been to Manaan yet?
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would like to speak to me about? Of course.
I'm done talking to Juhani, I guess. At least for now. I wish I'd give you a list of all the ones you actually... Actually, hold on. So we know we've done... So we know we've done Tatooine because we have HK. We know we've done Kashyyyk because we have Jolee. We know we've done Korriban. Yeah, I have to only be missing Manaan at this point. So all that running around was, pretty much for nothing. Good to know. Alright. Oh, for crying out loud. Seriously, this is the stupidest thing. Okay. Now that, like, the hour of running around in circles is over, and I apologize for that. I'm just apparently very a forgetful person. I also apparently can't read. going to take HK and Karth for their comments. Because Manon is kind of special, if this is, in fact, the one I have not done yet. Which we will find out pretty quick.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the Galactic Senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The Senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
So yeah, we actually, Manon is in fact one we haven't done yet.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
So that was probably, surprising to see, which I'll explain in a minute.
No, really. I should apologize. I should try to control myself. As you Jedi do. Is there anything I can help you with? Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi. So
basically the thing about Manon is that Manon is an outright neutral ground. So they don't side with the Republic, they don't side with the Sith, and they don't allow fighting on their planet whatsoever. And the Sith have to obey this because Manon is, I believe, the premium source for Kolto, which is what's used in these healing tanks to restore people. So even the Sith can't really openly defy them. Because if they do, then they get cut off from the Kolto, and that's a very bad thing. That's what I remember, anyway. This is apparently not the way to go. Ah. So that's going to be a thing on this planet, and unfortunately this planet is my least favorite because of well, for the same reason I didn't like the Arrival DLC. It's a planet that forces you into a solo mission in a squad-based game. At least the Arrival has the excuse of being DLC. This was just bundled in with the actual game. It's also really annoying because no matter what you do to finish it, somebody will be mad at you. And you'll get yelled at and chewed out. And more Pazak. Yeah, if you've watched me play at all, you know that I tend to prefer the option that makes people not mad at me. That helps everybody, and this planet does not give you that option.
Don't forgive
We're not actually going to leave the planet until we're done, so the one-time docking fee is not a big deal. There are going to be... Spoiler alert, we are in fact going to have to beat the Sith up. And thankfully there's going to be a very easy way to get around it each time. The thing about it is every time you do something you're not supposed to do, you get dragged into a trial. And you can either try to persuade your way through it. Or if you've done something specific, you can just flat out say it and you'll win the trial immediately.
I was told that you're a friend of Jolee Bindo, and that Jolee has returned to the sector. Please, I must speak to him. It's very urgent. My name is Elora. My husband, Sunry, and Jolee are old friends. Now Sunry needs Jolie's help. Please.
See, here's Jolie's, personal mission, I guess you could call it.
Jolee, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why, whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolee. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolee. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Elora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Elora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
This is an interesting quest line. I don't really know how else to put it. I believe this is... Ah, yes, this is the judge's area.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers. They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Yeah, this is that kind of place.
I suppose you're Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
So God, their language is unpleasant to listen to. Sunry is seen leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Alessa Huros. He has been charged with murder and is being held in Otto City prison facilities. Due to his cripple stats, he's being kept in a solitary holding cell. Witnesses claim to have seen the killing and are being detained at the hotel in question, pending the trial. The manager of the hotel has been informed, blah blah blah. Data of a blaster run with an incriminating public medal clutched in her hand. The information has been uploaded to the data pad.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to talking to them. We're going to have to talk to them quite a lot to figure this out. But yeah, basically, so apparently what happened is that they put it in my log, didn't they? Game. Thank you. So apparently, Sunray was seen leaving the murder scene after a blaster shot was heard. Sunray has noticeable crippling injuries from his past experience as a war hero against the Sith, so it was definitely him. This is testified to by the proprietor of the hotel where this occurred, Ignis. In the room that he had rented, a Sith woman, Elassa, was found dead, clutching a Republic War medal in her hand. There were 2 witnesses besides the hotel owner. One is Gulpor, a Rodian who was staying in the next room. The other is Firith Me, a gambler who was also staying nearby. Their stories seem to corroborate Ignis's. And I do agree with Jolie that it does seem a bit too heavily stacked, but we'll have to find that out once I can figure out where in the world the hotel actually is. And you can begin the trial at any time, but if you begin it without sufficient evidence, then Sunray will be voted guilty.
Jolie, what are you doing here? Dolores sent me, Sunray. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Cellcath seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed. Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Elassa there that night, but it's not what you think.
I was working with Republic Intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith when I turned Elassa into a double agent working for us.
It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Elassa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you! Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Cellcath, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with?
So yeah, it's a bit too way clear-cut for me. Let's see. So we enter the hotel. Do you have any ideas?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. Cellcath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with Off-Worlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I... Very well. Once you've gotten enough evidence...
I don't believe it is actually possible to get into the Sith embassy for this. You can get into it a little later for something, but I don't believe you can do it for this specifically, but I might be wrong. Maybe just that I've never done it. So, cover your ears, this is gonna hurt. Yeah, HK's, his AI's a little confused back there.
So nice to meet an impartial judge for a change.
Yeah.
You said it, not I.
So this is a Sith sympathizer, which is bad. I'm not gonna pretend the Republic is completely flawless, but it's better than the Sith. Behind. So apparently he's a Republic sympathizer. Also, shocker, the Republic sympathizing one is less nasty. And I have to go around because Jolee and HK are blocking me. He doesn't seem to care at all. And he's fairly neutral. Yeah. Okay, so these two are basically neutral, but that far one likes their Republic far more than the Sith. So we gotta figure out where this hotel is now. So there's the holding cell, there's the judges. Let's go up this. Go up this way.
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
That's suspicious. You have a name. You also auto-talk to me. Apparently not. They don't. No.
careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place that doesn't belong, and you might not like what you find.
Oh, trust me, Jolie, we're not gonna like what we find on this planet at all.
Say, you must be new around here. My name is Vigla. You don't look like those Republic scum, and you aren't one of us Sith. That's what brings you to Manon.
You're talking awfully, well, for someone who's apparently supposed to be drunk.
Oh, I get it. I get a little too... Hey, I just thought of something. If I said you... Barkeep, I sense I've offended my lady friend.
Okie
Bring me
dokie.
another round so I can...
That was weird.
If you're here to offer me a job, maybe that Iridorian skullslacker at the bar.
So that's a Mandalorian. Oh, hello! A lot of people want to talk to me today. Also, there's not really any middle. Yeah, I hate them, but I probably shouldn't yell in the bar, so whatever. I don't know, I kind of like the Illidari in this game. Can you imagine toting around a demon hunter in places like this? Spoiler alert, he is entirely 100% right. I know, shocker, the Sith are doing something awful and underhanded. Is this the Mercenary Enclave? Yeah, this is the Mercenary Enclave. We don't actually have to talk to them as far as I'm aware, since I already know what's going on. But that is actually the key to getting us off the first time we're going to be dragged into trial. And yes, I said first time. We're going to be dragged into trial multiple times. It's as annoying as it sounds. Which is why I'm glad if the actions I always take are ones that let you just immediately skip having to do it. Especially because guess what? If you do it wrong, you get killed and game over. It's like Phoenix Wright but with lightsabers, and you're the one on trial. Actually, that would be kind of awesome. Oh, not again.
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris? Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
They're confused and they're bored while we're standing there listening to it. Okay. So let's check out the shop down here first. Spoiler 2, talking to any of the Sith is not helpful.
Thanks, Tyvark. Catch you next week.
Also, this is a different, that's one thing that will change is the last planet you go to will have remarks about Dantooine being wiped out, usually. Yeah, that's why they keep fighting, is they want, others to be sanctioned. Because you stop Kolto, you're going to stop being able to heal soldiers, and that ends up very badly. I'll buy one of those. I don't really see all that much. One thing I remember that's very weird about this game to me is you don't buy a lot of equipment. Usually the best stuff is either too expensive or not actually all that great compared to what you can get yourself. It's a little odd. Okay. Thanks! Buying cards for a game I probably will never play, but I like it inherently. So, inherently? I like the game, I just don't really like how my luck usually goes with it. Okay, so that's to another place. Let's check up north first then. Aha, here's the hotel. So let's see what we can find out here.
You were the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Yep.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though. Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off. No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
Yeah, you can actually, use your persuasion or your force persuasion to, mess up the confessions, but, we're trying to be like an actual good Jedi.
What do you want to know?
So, we won't do that.
Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on. There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know? Well, okay. If you need anything else, I'm gonna be right here.
At least he's open and forthcoming about it. Droid's constantly getting in my way! Here's the Pazak flare.
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me? Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel too. Going to Alassa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually. I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room, in private, is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think a Sith Master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Well, this took 2 different turns.
Oh, well, Alassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Uh-huh. I don't believe that for a second. There's only one sect of Sith that have Sith Masters.
Since you put it that way. Well, one time, I saw Alassa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest.
Interesting. So, according to this dude, according to both him and the hotel owner, apparently Sunry might have been having extramaritals with Alassa. We'll have to talk to him about that. More interestingly, it seems she was a Dark Jedi.
Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
Which calls Sunry's murder even more into question. Game! Oh, for crying out loud. First it, like, stuck me against a wall, and then that. Yeah, so apparently she was a Dark Jedi. And we know Sunry was a war hero, but he was not only a normal war hero, as in he had no force powers, he was also a cripple. That makes me think it's less likely he had anything to do with this. Or, well, he was the one who actually murdered her, because that's kind of a hard sell. Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. So is that. I don't think we can persuade him any further. Yeah, alright, so we got it out of him, so he'll, oh, good grief. You know what? Go take a break, HK, so you stop getting in my way. So we got a couple of things to ask Sunry about now. And there's a dude here. Change my mind. HK, get back here. Mostly because I don't think we're going to have any more tight spaces.
You, Jedi. I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface. This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
No. No, I don't.
I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies. No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Okay, so apparently we can get into the Sith embassy before I thought we were able to. Interesting. I'm not sure how to do that precisely.
Welcome to Manaan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid. Kolto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, Kolto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest Kolto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our Kolto supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage. Oh, of course I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council. An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manaan? Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, these don't work. They might.
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Ahto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Firaxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
Okay, apparently no, we do go into the Sith Enclave exactly as I think we do.
It's heavily guarded, we're sure.
Embassy, whatever.
Embassy here on Manaan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to that is what we would... There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far. We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way. The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith Masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith Enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. Here is a pass card to get you inside. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as... Good call. I wish you luck in your task. Should you...
But yeah, I'm pretty sure those two options don't work. Considering you kind of have to do this. But yeah, you have multiple options to do it if you're focused in combat, if you're focused in security. I believe this is persuasion. We'll give it a shot. Who knows?
So, you're the one Roland has got to help us interrogate this prisoner. I hope your Jedi powers will come in useful. This one has been most resistant. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little while ago, snooping around outside trying to get in. We thought he was suspicious and brought him inside when the Selkath weren't looking. But it seems the Sith have done a pretty good job of conditioning this guy, and we haven't been able to break him yet. The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system.
Interesting.
They can turn their minds in on themselves, so force compulsions won't affect them. Combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes months to get them to tell what they know. Do you want to interrogate him now?
So that's basically your warning. Force persuade's not going to work.
The Sith gave him will protect him from most normal interrogation techniques, and also from force persuasion. We have found a few hooks you might find useful. He was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was another spy, but we didn't manage to catch him. We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman named Tila. We checked this in our computers, and it seems to hold up. We've sent a couple of agents to investigate, but it may be a while. What we have here is your standard issue truth serum. It should make him spill his guts in no time. But there is a catch. Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him too much, his body realizes what you're trying to do and shuts his mind down completely. If you do that, you'll have to inject him with an antidote that neutralizes the truth serum. Unfortunately, that too has a drawback. It causes short-term memory loss. This may work to your advantage because you can try the same tactic over and over again. But if you use it too much, you may forget everything we want to know. Shall we get it started then? No problem.
I'm gonna save after all of that info dumping, so...
You're back. Let's get it started then.
Let's give this a shot.
What do you want?
Yeah, let's just try that. Let's try being hard.
Tila. How did you find out about her? Yes. It could be so much easier. No, please don't hurt her. Please. All right. All right. I'll tell you what you want to know.
What's the passcode to the Sith base?
It's Zeta 245698 Alpha. Just no more.
Good. With this pass, you should be able to get into the Sith base without trouble. Just don't delay too long, or they might learn that he's been captured.
So yeah, the interrogation is persuasion. The cards are, I believe, hacking or computer use, something like that. And going straight in on the hangar bay is just pure blunt force. I like the options. It's nice that it gives you options. Okay. So we need to go this way for the Sith base, I believe. The Sith embassy, pardon. Where did that droid get stuck now? Ah, teleporting party members. If only you did that naturally.
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street. Hiding behind the Selkath laws. Typical Republic cowards.
Lady, I could not have rolled my eyes harder if I tried. You're mugging people on the street for 20 credits and you call me a coward? What is this?
You got any armor plating for my swoop bike? I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed. Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
Poor dude. Being set up near the Sith Enclave's gotta suck. What does HK use? Let me just check real quick what HK has here. Just hold on for a second there, buddy. So he uses heavy plating, and he's got advanced stun ray and a shield disruptor.
I'm here.
So that means I get that. And HK just got an upgrade. There you go, buddy. Alrighty. So there's the Sith embassy down that way. We are going to check that out, but I want to check out the rest of the map first.
We might have a position within the Sith War.
Your offer is pretty good. But
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts.
you make a good point.
Excellent.
So the Sith are also hiring a bunch of mercenaries. Okay, so this is just swoop bike stuff, which... So is that everything here? Yeah, alright, let's go. Let's go get ourselves in trouble and kill a bunch of Sith. How does that sound? I'm going to save the backup here just in case something goes wrong or I've forgotten something. Yeah!
I know you. You're the arbiter in the murder trial. Elassa was a friend of mine. If there's any justice in the galaxy, they'll feed Sunray to the Phyrexians. Shouldn't you be preparing for the trial? What are you doing here? You can ask. I know he'd already be tried, convicted, and executed. Is there anything... Go.
No, no. Game! Stop!
I know you shouldn't... Oh, really? You mean...
I love this game, but oh god, it shows its age sometimes. Alright, so this is
You
not...
there. I don't recognize you. How did you get in here? Your passcode is out of date. Commander Gran, report... You authorized this person to enter. I don't know them. And their identification doesn't match up. They're spies.
What? Sound the alarm! Droids, destroy them!
Yeah, if you thought that this was gonna be anything besides that, I don't know what to tell you.
Never too old for this.
I should actually equip Jolee. I believe Force Persuade actually does work there. But I don't remember. It's not that difficult to fight anyway. So yeah, we're gonna shoot up, stab up, clear out the Sith base.
Ready?
What do you do with that? HK can. Thank you.
I'm here.
Me and my robot buddy. And this is permanently sealed. Okay. I don't really understand why that door is there instead of just being... Yes! My robot murder buddy. Also, have I expressed how much I love stasis yet? Because stasis is really, really good. Ooh, yes, please take that. And what can we do for you, HK? Dexterity, yeah, blasters and grenades. I find it kind of funny he didn't have much in rifle. Or in computer use or security. Don't know why, it just kind of amuses me. Water pump analysis. Oh wow, I got a ton of crud. I should sell some of the stuff off once I've equipped everybody. Alright, type shield. Oh yeah, I should throw that on. Push the water to the north and south extremes and switch the water east-west and walk through. Wow. That's kind of special, even for the Sith. And I don't mean that slur-wise, that's just incredibly interesting thinking. Oh, hello! This might not work, but let's give it a try. Look at that! I don't know why Jolee and HK are just kind of standing there. Like, guys, come on. Interesting. I'm probably gonna have to just buy out all the upgrades I can find before we leave Manaan. And then figure out who I'm taking with me to the final spot. And get all their stuff as upgraded as I can get it. Okay, so I need to drop that force field. Which is somewhere else. That's not a door I can open. At least not right now.
This again! Acknowledgement!
And that's what we have the repair kit.
I'm here.
I still wish Forced Heal worked on your droid party members, though, even if I get why it doesn't. But it would have been nice if it did. Yeah, I kind of got surprised by that one, sorry.
I still got it.
God, I love the 2 CC force powers. They're just so good. Alright, so there's the north computer room. What is this one? This one is not a real door. Good to know. So what's it this way? Okie dokie. That looks horribly deadly and dangerous. Let's see. HK, you deal with it. Huh. I legitimately thought that wouldn't affect him. Because it's gas and he's a droid. It's just too hot. Oh.
here.
I was the only one who saw that, right? And there's absolutely no point to wasting those computer spikes because there's nothing here about the terminal. Oh wait, I know what I need to do. Whatever. Yeah, I guess if it was Steam, it was just too hot. That's why that damaged HK. I would have liked to be able to bask in my clever idea, though, of bringing a droid in and sending him that way, but oh well. You know, why not? Let's have some fun. Go forth and fight, my droid minion. And I blew it up. Oops.
Termination required.
Rest in peace, George the droid. We will remember your great sacrifice forever. So here's what we needed for the Republic. We're not done here yet. We're not even remotely close to done here yet. So I'm going to leave HK as he is for the moment, because he is self-healing. And we've got this to deal with, which God knows is going to take me a while.
Warning, activating flow control may flood occupied chambers. Warning, activate.
Nice save. Let's see if this works. Or let's see if it kills me. Oh, good. It just doesn't do it. Okay.
Warning. Warning. Water transfer proceeding. Warning. Warning.
That just puts us back where we were, doesn't it? Yes. So let's try this from the other side.
Warning. Active. Warning.
I told told you I wasn't gonna be good at this. I'm not. I do not fully understand what it wants me to do here. Game, stop putting invisible walls for me to get hung up on. You two, stay here. Oh, great.
Warning.
Okay, so that fills that one.
Warning. Warning. Water trend. Warning. Warning. Warning.
Like, I have no idea how to do this, so I wonder. I did. I couldn't make any sense of it.
Warning. Warning.
Okay. Have to find it. Utility is in utility somewhere. Oh, I actually have the star maps in my inventory. Good to know. It says, press the water in the north and south extremes and switch the water east-west and walk through. But how do you do that? Okay, so there's water in there now. Go up here, it says there's water in here, and then trying to activate the flood control will flood this room.
Warning.
So we do that. And we come here, but
Warning.
we just get the same thing. I don't know what to do here. Maybe I'm just dumb, but it doesn't make any sense to me. Nope. Hello. That did something new. That didn't do anything last time.
Warning.
Oh, I get it. So the water is now behind me.
Warning.
This will probably, Okay, what did that do for me? That didn't seem to actually help.
Warning. Warning.
Should be able to walk out now. Yes. Interesting. Let me try something here. So that transfers that. Somewhere over there.
Warning.
That put that water somewhere. Water up ahead.
Warning.
That didn't do anything. Yeah, just tell me. Because I don't get it. Where's the panel? Door on the right. Okay. Press the... Okay. If I go back here... The instructions specifically told me to go back! Yes!
Warning.
I'm doing what it said, just fill this with water. Hold on, maybe I need to walk back. Oh yeah, I gotta go back the other side now. No, it said continue going back and forth between it is what the instructions said. That seemed to work though. Hey, look at that. It was blatantly simple, I was just grossly overthinking it. I'd say this is new for me, but it's really not. Oh yeah, I'm still by myself. I should fix that. I mean, I got the dang grenades. I might as well use them, right? I think HK and Jolie are stuck. Guys, where are you? There we go. Okay then, moving on. don't know what that has, so I don't want to waste the computer spikes on it just yet. Oh, hi! Bye-bye. Please pick that up. Or trigger it. Sure. Okay. Woohoo! Credits! I wiped out a barracks for a handful of stuff and some credits. Also, I don't know who's fighting, but, oh, these two. And they didn't even kill each other, so wasting the computer spikes to disable it was completely worthless. So how am I missing on something that is stunned? Also, apparently, this was supposed to be a way around that puzzle, so you didn't have to do it. Oops. I'm gonna go with I'm being a completionist and showing off everything. That may not be true, but that's the story I'm going with. And look who we found. That's not how that was supposed to go. But I don't recall. Oh, no, here we go. This is probably not gonna work, but why not? Actually, I just want to call my old princess for betraying me. So yeah, they want some proof that what we're telling them is the truth, which... reasonable. No, well... I didn't need to do that at all.
How did you get in here? Wait. I recognize you. Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Well, let me guess. You intend to collect this reward, right? See? What did I tell you?
As you wish, my...
Yeah, I'm not really all that scared of you there, buddy.
Not this again!
Why are you not moving? Am I stuck? I think I'm stuck. I think that's why I'm not moving. Alright. We'll play a different game then.
Yes. Not this again!
Right. What? Our trap.
Nice.
HK, please kill that. Like I told you to do in the first place. Thank you. You know, for being masters, they sure don't have a lot of stasis resist, do they? Ooh, we got a lot of stuff from him. Is that better than what I have? Thank you. My kitty is bouncing a... No. My kitty is bouncing a cup against my... or a lid against my foot. Maybe the night robe? Probably not, but... Dang, that Queldorama robes are really good. I wonder where I got those. So what's in here? Evidence, probably. Considering it's a one... Ow! Considering it's a single data pad, most likely. Got a lot of concussion grenades for something that's really not all that good. No, at least not with the build I took. I don't know if they're good in general. Visitor guides. Stimulants are good. I need to actually start using those. Oops. Alright, so what is this? Hey, look at that. I think we just got a proof. Doubly so, in fact. I believe this is in case you wanted to skip the Dark Master fight. I don't know if you get credit for both. I think you get more EXP if you find both, even if you don't use both. Or maybe you have to use both. Again, I don't recall. We'll find out, though. See, they were over here. Yes. Kitty having fun with her little couplet. Okay, apparently you have to find both if you fail the persuasion check, which I did.
Just be careful with those gifts you've already learned. Beware the dark side, or you may end up betraying your world regardless.
They're already gone. Yeah, so apparently just having both is a foolproof point. Is a foolproof if your persuade is not up to snuff. Which, persuade is very important. I learned them in the game, but the last section of the game there is absolutely no persuasion options whatsoever, so you only want to raise it to a point. Let's see. Why doesn't it let me select up there? I'm gonna go see what that's about up there. Because apparently this is not the fight that I was thinking of, because I was trying to save this level up for a very specific fight. And that's just the steam hallway. We are in fact done here then. Oh hey, I forgot loot. What'd you get stuck on now, HK? Come on, hurry up. For a droid, you sure don't navigate very well. And we're being arrested. What a shock. Yeah, you can't avoid being arrested like this. Which is one reason I don't like this planet. And yep, the data pad is what gets you out of this one, at least. If you have it on you, you just immediately present it and the trial is immediately over. Yeah, but they don't... Yeah. Yep. And yep. You just got the Sith in a whole mess of trouble from that. Like I said though, the reason I like that is just being able to completely skip it, because oh god, the trials are really annoying. I'm having to do one for Sunry in the first place. Also, I believe that means you can go back in the Sith base, but I don't actually know what we were supposed to find for Sunry's case there.
Jolie, coming to check in on an... Soon, old friend. Oh, I grow... Go ahead, Ed. I don't know what this must look like, yes. Yes, we were having an affair. I know it was wrong, but I'm a weak man. Alasa was beautiful and young. How was I to resist her charms? But I didn't kill her. I loved her. Please. I know I made a terrible mistake getting involved with Alasa, but I was going there to break it off with her. I did it, but found out later that she was... Go ahead. How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear... I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on me. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit... Go. A Rodian? I didn't know. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of... The evidence of a Sith. Go ahead. Oh. Very well. Once you...
I was supposed to have another line for Sunry there. Because we pushed it up to figure out that Alasa was a Dark Jedi.
I hear you've been appointed. He started seeing Alasa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, but even though he cheated on me...
Yeah, if there is something in the Sith embassy I can get for this, you're gonna have to tell me where it is. Though I am pretty sure I can just walk back in there.
That was a long time ago. I hear you. Sunry is...
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than the Sith woman. I'm a Jedi, and one who was living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
I mean, if I talk to her, I can get that line.
Jolie! Soup. Go. Oh. Well, like it. Found out later she'd been... But let's look. Alasa was brutal. Anything. That's what...
Yeah, you're supposed to be... Yeah, you're supposed to give a line for the Dark Jedi part. Ah, so it's something they removed really late in development. That makes sense. So there's nothing in the embassy. So why am I not getting the Dark Jedi line up? That is what is bothering me right now. We need to go back to the hotel and ask around there. Where was it? It's on the other side, I believe. Okay, really? What is with my party members today? Also, randomly, can I just say that, that you must gather your party before you continue is one of the most annoying things in video games I've ever seen. Just teleport my party to me. Okay, I'll check the Republic Embassy since I haven't actually done anything at the embassy yet. Like, if it's a multiplayer game, and that was just part of the coding you couldn't get off, okay, fine. But you can't play this game multiplayer. There is no excuse for not just teleporting your party members straight to where you are when you go through a loading zone. Alright. Let's go poke our noses around the Republic Enclave and see what we can find. Is not somewhere we can get to just yet. That's not somewhere we need to get to just yet, I don't believe. Huh, apparently you can just flat out skip that whole thing if you open the submarine bay doors. Here we go. Well, oh, see, I have no idea what disabling the grid or opening the submarine doors actually does, or if it even works, because I've never had that many computer spikes. But that was sure suspicious. I'm thinking we're not defending an innocent man after all. Sorry if I skipped too fast for that to you to read, but if I did, it was a recording of Elassa and Sun re-entering a room. She walked in, he closed the door behind her, pulled a gun and shot her straight in the back. The things that he and the people who know him blatantly claim he never would have done nor could have done. So, somebody's been lying to us. I don't really appreciate that.
Jolie! So the truth is that I never meant to kill her, you know. When I found out she was a Sith spy using me to gain information, that something inside me just snapped. She didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. And then I killed her. Simple, really. But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic to help me. Found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room. Altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured that was the end of it. The Sith must have been spying on me and Elassa, trying to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the evidence, so they planted their own evidence. Elassa must have stolen that Hero's Cross from me long ago and given it to her Sith masters like some kind of trophy. I just thought I'd misplaced it. But when the cross turned up on her body, I knew the Sith had put it there. So, now you know the whole story. What are you going to do?
So that's the question we have right now. What are we going to do? Hiding his involvement will protect the Republic and hurt the Sith, but it will violate our standing as a neutral party and as a Jedi. However, if we get him to confess, or go to trial and try to prove that he's guilty, which I think you can do. I don't quite remember. We'll hold our place as a Republican, but we will betray the tenets of the Jedi Order. You can kind of guess what I prefer, considering how much I've growled about the trials on this planet, but what do you guys think? What do you want to see? So wow, that wind and water sound effect is really loud. Alright, let's see if we can get out of it.
You think I'm some kind of monster, don't you? All I did was kill a Sith. How many Sith have you killed? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands?
That's different, Sunry, and you know it. We don't kill them in cold blood while they sleep.
I don't see how the two of us are any different. She was a spy. She was using me to get information so Malak's army could destroy the Republic. She deserved his eye. If I confess, I'm looking at 20 years in prison. And the Otto City officials might even place Kolto sanctions on the Republic Embassy. Without Kolto, how can we treat the injuries to our soldiers on the front lines?
That's your fault, Sunry, not ours. If that happens, then that's entirely on you.
No, I can't do that. And put the Republic's supply of Kolto in danger. No, I won't. Look, I may have done something stupid. And it may only be worse for my standing by it, but I will not confess. If you turn me in, the Republic will likely lose its Kolto export privileges, and then we'll lose the war for sure. Are you going to send all those thousands, millions like Taurus to their deaths just for your sense of justice?
Sunry, this is wrong, and you know it. I am a Jedi. What is it that you expect me to do to defend your actions?
You do whatever you have to, Geordi. I know what I did, but I also know what's at stake here. No, I'll rot in here if I have to. I won't betray the Republic. Do what you have to. Know what the consequences will be.
Yeah, that does not make me sympathetic to you. In fact, that just makes me more inclined to tell the truth. When you try to pull that out for your actions...
I hear you've been a part...
It's probably gonna be awful, but, I gotta see.
I hear you've been appointed...
Alright, back, sorry.
Lies! It must be! I knew the Sith would never let a Republic hero get away! You must find Sunry innocent!
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk.
Find the real...
Yeah, honestly, I just think Sunry's trying to use it to excuse his own crimes. That's what I think whenever I look at that. Let's see if I can just flat out hand it to the judge. I don't know if I can. No. So we have to go to trial, and I have to outright just hold up the recording, because after that, I'm sure not defending him. How dare you pull Terrace out to defend you murdering someone in cold blood? How dare you? I'm not even making a joke here. That's just kind of disgusting.
No!
I feel no pity for him. He brought this about himself. And that finishes it up, yep. And yeah, of course Republic's not gonna suffer for that. It was clear he acted on his own, whether he was a war hero or not. If they're staying neutral, they're not gonna do stupid stuff like that. I think I can talk to Jolene now about it, I'm not sure.
You did what was necessary. Sunry was guilty. Sad as that fact makes me, justice had to be done. It doesn't matter that his victim was a Sith or that he was once a hero. I only wish that my old friend hadn't done it. But that's the thing about wishes. They don't come true. And now Sunry's dead, which is a shame. He was a good man, you know, once.
Yeah, he was. Like, the moment he tried to use Terrace to justify what he was doing, or to justify getting him off, no. Yeah! He was a war hero who had all the fame go straight to his head because he thought he was far more important than he really was. And this is nothing special. I just wanted to check it out before we moved on. Yeah, I believe if you try to press that Sunry confess to you, nothing comes of it because he won't say it in court. Force persuasion also does not work, so don't try that. The Selkath, I believe, are immune to force persuasion for some reason. For some reason, because. I'm sure there's actually a legitimate reason somewhere buried in information, but I don't know it. I just kind of go, okay, and figure out something else to do.
Have you managed to retrieve? Excellent. It does not appear to have been tampered with, so the Sith did not manage to copy its contents yet. And now for your information. We are not supposed to speak of this, but since you are a Jedi and we have exhausted all the other options, I think I can entrust you with this. As you know, the Republic is fighting for its very existence against the evil of the Sith Empire. As you also undoubtedly know, we're doing very poorly. We need much in the way of supplies and material to stem the tide of battle and bring us victory. Manan is the sole source of Kolto, the most powerful medical substance in the galaxy. Frankly, we need as much of it as we can get. The Selkath conservatives, with their neutrality treaties, seek to treat the Sith and the Republic equally. This includes Kolto exports, but a few more far-sighted Selkath see that if the Sith are ever allowed to win, the galaxy will be plunged into darkness, and there would be nothing to stop them from taking Manan anyway, so we made a deal. Shh, not so loud. Yes, it is a technical violation of the treaty, but it is sanctioned by elements of the Selkath government. We need only to keep it hidden from the Sith. We recently began construction of a secret underground facility to harvest Kolto directly at its source. We also hope to one day be able to synthesize it effectively. Current techniques are insufficient for the task, so we must mine it for now. The amount we take would hardly be noticed, since most is lost naturally before it reaches the surface anyway. We were nearing completion of the base when the digging teams reported some sort of obstruction. An ancient building or artifact, possibly your star map. Transmissions from the base were cut off abruptly after that, and we haven't heard from the station since.
Yeah, I think it's something like the Hutts. They're just something in their biology makes them immune to force persuade. Like I said, I don't know.
We don't know. We just don't know. As you may have noticed, we're hiring a lot of mercenaries around here. Ostensibly, they're to be shipped off-world to aid in our fight against the Sith. But they're really for another purpose. When we lost contact with the station in the Rackard Rift, we sent our contingent of Republic soldiers down to investigate. None returned. We've tried hiring mercenaries and sending them down as well, but none of those expeditions have returned either. The reason we really sent that droid underwater, and the reason we needed its data back so badly, was to find out what happened to the Rackard Rift station. But now that we have the data back, our operation is in no danger of exposure to the Sith. And now I must live up to my end of the bargain. I took the liberty of having a submarine prepared for your departure. Merely use this card to get past the door behind our Kolto packing room and enter the sub they're in. It has been programmed to take you down to the station, and also to take you back up should you need something. I would send soldiers to assist you, but we've lost many of ours, and nearly exhausted the mercenary population of this planet. The soldiers we have are barely enough to keep this base secure. The Sith have also noted our interest, and begun to bribe mercenaries away from us. Please, find out what happened to the facility. There may be some survivors left down there. Perhaps even the head scientist, Kono Nolan. Good luck in your efforts.
So yeah, apparently he's been using mercenaries as sacrificial lambs. Remember that thing where I said that the Republic is not completely blameless? It's just not evil. Alright, so here's where I'm going to stop, because next time, it's the worst section in the entire game! Yay! Aren't you excited for that? I hope so, because I'm sure not.